Seattle. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Chicago Bears and the Seattle Seahawks. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this Seahawks team as they get ready here. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Bears, they've got all W's on the ledger so far, a perfect 6-0.
Yeah, still a long way to go in this season, but they're showing everyone early on that they intend to be there in the end.
They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. And the head coach reaches for the red flag, tosses it down on the field. He wants a challenge here. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. They'll be led out by their 5'11" quarterback from Wisconsin by way of NC State, and that's Russell Wilson.
He's always been an incredible decision maker on the field. Takes care of the ball really well, puts his team in the right positions, makes sure the play calls are accurate. Also was a minor league baseball player. Didn't hit very well there. I think he made a great career choice picking football.
On second down, Rawls. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
Well, on that play, the expression, don't blink, you might miss something, certainly it was over in a heartbeat.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. On third down, Wilson. And able to find Graham, complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pickup there of 20 yards. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's third down.
Partner, I know the ball security is preached like crazy, but every now and then you've got to know when to get rid of the football and save a little bit of yardage if you're a quarterback.
Because now if you're the offensive coordinator, what does it do if it was 3rd and 10 versus 3rd and much longer as it is now?
Yeah, it changes everything in terms of play calling and the pressure you might expect to face on the very next down. Had to throw the ball away and save the yardage. He didn't get it done. Well, he bounced up after taking a sack and took a shot downfield. I think a lot of us thought maybe he'd run draw in that situation. Instead, tried to get all back in one play.
Yeah, 3rd and long, thought he needed the deep pass, couldn't connect it.
Maybe he was hoping for a penalty downfield to give him the yardage they needed.
He's going to field this at the 4. He's got the lane, and there he goes. Touchdown, Chicago. Their dangerous wide receiver, 95 yards. And the Bears have taken the early lead. They get the stop defensively, force the punt. They score without their offense even stepping on the field.
I remember playing on special teams and teasing the guys on offense. Like, look, you don't even worry about it. You guys just hang out over there. We'll bring this one all the way back and get the points we need.
So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. This one fielded at the 5. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line. And Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And their second attempt here, the first drive, stalled and they punted.
Time to break some things out, I think, in the playbook. Now that they've gotten out there, getting settled a little bit, let's see if they open things up. Maybe try and get the ball in the hands of the guys who can get the ball into the end zone. They're playmakers.
They would like that. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he? I
think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
They come out with one back and three tight ends. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Leonard Floyd from that outside linebacker spot. He's able to get in there for a loss of 9. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you. You change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This is taken around the 12. 12 yards on the return that time, and the Bears take over. On 1st and 10, Prescott flush to his right. Crabtree with it over the middle. Prescott looks to throw on 1st. Out to his left. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 47 yards. And you get the sense, as I'm sure they got the sense, they might have picked up a good one here, maybe a little diamond in the rough via trade.
Maybe just need a change in scenery, a new city, maybe different motivation, but they believe they've got a good one.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. 1st and goal from the 5. Now Elliott, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Ezekiel Elliott with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Bears will extend their lead. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. It's complete. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
2 seconds to go, first quarter. And the D looking like they may blitz. They start on the ground with Rawls. And he'll be taken down here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. Alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin hits the Seahawks with a football to begin quarter number 2. They've got it 2nd and 6 to start things out. On second down, Wilson. And Graham's got it over the middle. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
The completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Fresh set of downs here. Now Wilson on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
Partner, we're into the second quarter, and I guess you can kind of look at it both ways. The offense, they've got to figure out what they're going to do because they haven't scored any points. But if you're the defense, you're feeling great about what you got going on. The only concern you have, if you get to the half, what adjustments will the offense make to try to defeat you?
And some room to roam now. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. The Seahawks send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is fielded at the 27. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good. So they'll be hoping to do that once more.
Man, it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. And I know it's hard in live action, but you've got to keep your hands away from the face. That's a 15-yard penalty.
You work on it all the time, making sure your target area is lower and trying to keep your hands away from the face mask so you don't get the big penalty.
After the penalty, it's Elliott. And some space here. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott rolling to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's third down. So 3rd and 15 and an extra defensive back in the game now.
Flooding the passing lanes.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott on the move to his left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. Back to CenturyLink Field after this. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Larry Ridley is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score.
I don't know if he made it out of the end zone. No signal. Yes, it's a